Floating in the void, stars my only friends. Lost in space alone, no start and no end. Drifting through the night, wreckage all I find. Piecing life from bits in this cosmic ride. On my way back home, light years ahead. Ship of scrap and bone, journey never ends. Galaxies afar, whispers of the earth, memories of war in this endless search. Salvage and survive, rebuild what I can. Hope is all I've got in the silent land. On my way back home, light years ahead. Ship of scrap and bone, journey never ends. Galaxies afar, whispers of the earth, memories of one in this endless search. Galaxies afar, whispers of the earth, memories of one in this endless search. Salvage and survive.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Far From Alone. So yeah, I don't normally use this bridge, but I thought it seemed like a good place to be. So yeah, haven't been here before, and as you can see, we have made significant progress. Get my camera straight. Yeah, we are only 1,670 kilometers away from home, and still being pestered by Reavers. And pirates. More pirates here, strangely. Right, so let me get back into me. There we go. Yes. So since getting closer to the Earth, we do seem to be spawning a lot more pirates now. Pirate vultures, and as you probably saw in the intro, one of them did decide to come after me. So we had to deal with that, which ended up with a lot of scrap, which was kind of unfortunate because I was in the process of thinking about maybe standing this refinery upright, because it doesn't need to be laid down and there is room for it to stand upright. But of course now it's busy processing scrap. So I've done a few things off camera, nothing major. Put a load of railings up here. Filled this bit of the floor in because this wasn't here before. So safety railings, you'll be proud of me. So there is now no way that I can walk around and fall. Yeah, even here can't. Well, I suppose you could fall through there, but hey. Yeah. So let me take you downstairs, and you can see that I have put some grills over the welders here. We're not really using the drone bay, just didn't have enough magnesium really to make them useful. So railings around here, so we can't fall out of the ship, or at least into a big hole down there. I haven't done these yet, but yeah, can't do everything. So I've done the same this side, and then here I decided, because the drones were just not working, what I've done is I've converted this and going to put a piston down probably from the ceiling and then just use it as a build bay, as opposed to the one up there which is a projection build bay kind of thing. So that's something I want to do. And what else have I done? Well, I need to take you outside for this one. So it occurred to me when we get to Earth, I'm going to try and land the ship, and although I do have 4 large thrusters facing down, which may or may not do the job, I figured 6 would be better, but I don't actually have anywhere to put 2 more. So I thought what I would try and do is I've put a merge block in there, and I can't really show you unfortunately, but I've put a merge block in the position it's currently in, so just behind this conveyor connection, and I've changed these 2 blocks that would have otherwise merged to the ship, so they can't merge to the ship anymore. So what I want to do is I want to dig into here, there, and I want to change that conveyor there to a rotor. And the reason I want to change it to a rotor is that we'll take this off the ship itself, put a rotor in, and then attach it to the rotor, and I'm going to see if I can merge it in either the position it's in now or a vertical position. So this will be facing downwards, and obviously if I do that we lose all our push. In terms of hydrogen, we removed all the hydrogen from the back here, so that means I wouldn't have any... Ooh, something very close over there. We wouldn't have any push hydrogen, which, you know, we don't need a lot, but maybe for manoeuvring as we're landing. So I've put these 2 little hydrogen thrusters on the top here. Obviously currently they're working as down, but if we rotate this through 90 degrees, then they will work as push instead of these big ones, so that's the plan. And I've done the same thing on the other side, so we're all ready to go with that. I do need to take make sure we get the right one. Yeah, that block out there, so we can get at that conveyor. Now, I don't know if that's going to work, and clearly I have to come to a stop to be able to change that, because I have to take these thrusters off and pull them away. So I'm kind of waiting for an opportunity where we're not surrounded by enemies, and then we can do that. Oh, the other thing I want to do is, because this drone bay down here is kind of close to the ground, I thought it would be kind of neat if I could build a ramp, like a folding ramp, that would allow us to drive a rover out of there. So if I build a little rover so we can get up to our house off the ice lake, we're going to need to be able to get it out, and we're also going to need some landing gear. Didn't think about that. These 2 poor little ion thrusters underneath, like, yeah, we really should have given them some friends, shouldn't we? So these are hole blocks. Haven't really got a center point at the front here, have we? Although we could possibly use that. Really want to use that. So the only place then really is here, which is not ideal. There's quite a lot of ship in front of that, so I don't want to go any further back than there. So let's have a look what's in there. Down the side of the welders, isn't it? I never know which way round these things are supposed to go. Let's do these in black. How does that look? Certainly gives us clearance. I think that's what's going to have to happen. Yeah, okay. I'm not unhappy with that. I'm not happy with it either, but I'm not unhappy. And I think I'll just do the same at the back here. So we got 1, 2, 3. Maybe we should put it around the same as the thruster, so that will be the center one. We'll do the 3 there. Okay, so that gives us the height that the ramp would need to drop to. So essentially 1, 2, 3 blocks, and we don't want it too sharp. So we maybe bury a hinge. The doors will only open to there, so we only got 4 blocks wide. Sure, if I put a hinge in there, we're going to have a big gap, aren't we? Which I can't cover because of the door, so I don't think that's going to work. Right, let me have a think about that one. But I think we can do it. We've got 1, 2, 3 blocks high, plus the hinge coming out here, so 4 blocks, and 1 and the 3 is 4, and then we need to try and make it longer than that, at least 8 blocks I think, so we're going to have to maybe... Ooh, eating into this. I didn't really want to eat into that. Okay, leave that one with me. Welcome back everybody. So, yeah, it took me a little bit of stuff to work out and it's a little bit ungainly, but let me go show you what I did. We've been pestered by Reavers and things all the way through it, but I kind of held my ground and they just blew past, so... Okay, so from the inside, obviously still need to figure out some kind of a piston and projector array there, but we can open the doors from here, like so. Need to change the writing on those I think, but anyway. Yeah, so here's the ramp, all folded up neat. So we put the ramp down, and I'm going to switch the lights on because I put some floodlights up there so we can actually see what's happening. And as you can see, just a basic ramp, but the idea is I've kind of measured it out from the landing gear using blocks, and I think that's the right level, so that it should be just fractionally above the ground if we're on flat ground. But of course that's a big if. So that's pretty much it. That's as far as we get with the ramp. Nothing elaborate, just purely functional, and yeah, hopefully that'll do to get our little rovery thing sorted out. So lights off, ramp up. I could possibly change the speed of some of the hinges, but of course just using a toggle and a reverse, if I change it in one direction it'll be broken in the other, so I thought I'd just leave everything the same. It's a bit clangy, as you can hear, but it works. So I'll shut the doors, And that's that. So we need to build a rover, and I'm thinking, as we've already got all the welders set up here, I'm thinking just a projector off a piston. But of course it's 2 blocks wide and a piston is 1 block wide, so thinking if we're going to need to convert to small grid. See what I mean by the clanging. Not much I can do about that. So we can bring it down onto a hinge. I think it's somewhere around there. Might even do the next one. Not destroying anything, are we? No. Yeah, I think that one probably work. Let's put that one back. And let's go get a piston. Piston 8. And of course it never gives you the piston head, and then we're going to want a hinge and a small one of those, I think. Is that the real small? I can never tell which is which. We want the 3x3, don't we? That one. Okay. So, 8. Nope. 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 No. 8. 8. Big one. Big 8. Thank you. And let's have this back in at least some kind of reasonable color. And then hinge on there. Don't think it really matters which way round. It's pretty much just going to be used to convert things. Medium head on there. And we could just leave it like that, to be honest, but I'm a bit tempted to swing it round. Just gives us a flat surface to work on for projectors and things. Okay, so this is going to be port. Still calling it the drone bay, even though we're not obviously using it for drones. Port drone bay. Projector converter. That's a bit of a long name, but at least we know what it is. Okay, so to start with, of course, we are not going to be using a projector, we are going to be using stuff. So let us just step away from that. Run out of stuff. So what we need is a little kind of sand dune buggy, something that will get us up off the ice. Oh, I don't need 100 of those. Doesn't even need to recharge, but even if it did have to recharge, I don't have a recharge point for it. That might be something else to consider. True. Let's have a think. Let's come out another couple. And I think I'm going to put a connector on it anyway. Let's have a nice earthy colour, shall we? A nice sort of green colour. Maybe something like that. And it's going to be brand new, so I'm going to leave it in clean armour. And I'll put a connector on it, it's just easier to work with a connector. Don't think we'd really need any cargo. But we do need some kind of a structure. Oh, that clanging is really going to annoy me. So we'll use that as a sort of a subframe, and the wheels can come off there somewhere to lift it up to do those. And that's about it. I'm actually, from a utilitarian point of view, is that the right word? I'm actually tempted to put a cargo container on it. Just a small one. I don't know why, just seems to be the right thing to do. So there's that, and then we want we got any on here? No, those are all just cockpits. Okay, let's get rid of the cockpit then, and we want one of these. Do we have a rollover cage? Oh, that's too wide, that's no good. I'm not sure. It'd be handy if it told you, wouldn't it? Like, information when you're choosing it. Like, I think that up there probably works, and it does have a conveyor pass through from that, so should we try it there? And then we're obviously going to need some batteries, and we're not going to be going very far, so I'm thinking maybe just a few of those under there. Then where are we going to put the wheels? Somewhere around there, yeah, so I think if we go one more on each of those, then maybe curl it up, and we'll worry about the front in a minute.
Energy low.
Yes, I appreciate my energy is low, thank you, lady. Okay, so we're gonna need I like to put a gyro on. It helps when you get into trouble. But stick it at the front, shall we? Go there. And I'm almost certain I don't have... Do I have... I do have a vent. Wow, okay. Do we want a full one or do we want a little one? I think I might go for a little one there. And we're going to put that on depressurize. I know it's pointless because we're not in a sealed thing, but it's just habit. Right, let's get that welded up and see what it's looking like. Okay, So yeah, I think the next thing we need to do is get some wheels on it, and then we can kind of see, you know, how it's looking, and then we can put some bodywork and things around it. But essentially, oh, that doesn't connect because of that. Maybe I should have moved that further forwards. Nah, I don't think we're gonna bother. It's not worth it. Right, let me. We could do with this here, couldn't we? Okay, so if we do that, that should give us a little bit of height to play with the wheels. Let me just get some energy. Okay, now we've got some energy to work with. We didn't join that anywhere in the bottom, so what I'm thinking is let's work out what wheels we want and where they're going, and find somewhere we can stick some wheels on. That'll do. We've pretty much finished with all that lot anyway. So wheels 3 by off-road. Do we want off-road? We are going to be going up a mountain, so I think maybe off-road would be good. What else we got? Those are short. Let's have a look what the shorts are like, shall we? So 4. How do you know which way up they are? There doesn't appear to be anything to tell you. We've got some kind of a gizmo on the end of that one. Let's assume that's up. Those are quite big wheels for a small buggy, aren't they? And then 5. Can't see. That way. Thinking maybe they should be further apart. Nah, be alright. It'll be alright. What could possibly go wrong? Right, I want to join those two. Maybe like that. And like that. Okay, let's just bring it down a little bit, just make sure we get everything. And weld those up. Beautiful. Right, assuming we got enough battery there, that we'll never know. Right, we don't want steering on those. And we don't want brakes on those. Brake on the front is a bad idea. Okay. Watching the light going on and off as I'm moving about. Not sure why it's catching me here. Bit weird. Anywho, right. We want to do we want to do here? Those are probably a bit close in, actually. Can we get away with bringing them further out? Probably. Okay, and then what? Let's weld that up. One thing I don't want to do is to add too much weight to it. So it sure is jiggling, isn't it? Yeah, a bit better. Right, I think we can switch those off for the time being. Battery should recharge anyway. And just thinking what we could do here. Just to give it a little bit of shape. Yeah, that looks okay. And then for this thing here, because we've got the... Oh, okay. Yeah, we've got the suspension on there, so I don't really want to interfere with that too much. I think maybe something like that. Yeah, gotta have reversing lights, it's the law. So if we do that, then go back to, dear, what we got coming in now? Base pirate drone facility. Well, my guns are on, but drones might be a different matter. Let's go up here.
Energy low.
Oh wow, that is close. And Reavers hanging around in the background. In fact, Reavers are actually closing in. Let's see if my guns open fire as we go past. I'm pretty sure they should be on. They are on. Wakey wakey guns, there's an enemy over there. is. I assume we have got ammo. Railgun, railgun. We do not. Not a lot in our ammo anyway. So, railgun. I don't really need it. We are headed for home, but it would seem a shame not to take advantage, as it was within range anyway. Those Reavers are probably going to spoil our fun, I think. Look at that, almost a flat 1,500 kilometers from home. Look. I would have expected my guns to be firing a lot more than they are. Let's actually, let's just go down. That Top Gun's in line. You gonna shoot? Yeah, I don't know what all that noise was about. Completely unnecessary, wasn't it? I think we are actually taking fire from that. A little bit further away. Yeah, there's not a lot of shooting going on, is there? At one gun, we're still taking fire. Oh well, it kind of spoilt our fun anyway, didn't it? Because there is a possibility he's not coming after me. I think we blew his antenna off, maybe? Okay, I'm just going to bide my time and wait, and we'll see. We got some repairs to do somewhere, I would imagine. Yeah, we'll see what happens with those Reavers. If they just sort of blow by, then maybe we can go and get some stuff off this station. Nice to know how far away it is, wouldn't it? 872. But the fact that my gun stopped firing would indicate that maybe we've depowered it. Alright, I'm just going to wait here for a bit. If anything happens, I'll bring you back, but I rather suspect they're just going to fly on past. Okay, as I suspected, they just flew past. So, we might as well go and have a look at this thing. Don't think I'm going to bother with the whole, you know, grinding it down thing, because I just don't think we need it. But we will see if it's got any magnesium lying around. Okay. Apparently we've still got stuff. See if we can get some more guns lined up here. I was thinking it was dead. That's why I just went shooting in. What are we actually targeting? We should be targeting power, surely. Turret controller. Custom turret controller port. I think it's that one that's firing. Power systems, yeah. Oh, they were. Interesting. Need to find, I guess just put it on here. So spherical piston will do. All we need to do is reverse it. That should do everything else that needs to be done. Ooh, look at all that scrap. Well, that's not bad for free, is it? Oh, yep, gravity's all screwed up now. Right. You looks to be still powered. That's definitely off, but that looks as if it's got power, doesn't it?
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Only want the ammo.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Full. Inventory full.
Well, I figure I've started.
Full.
I might as well finish.
Energy inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. So that happened. Clearly I wasn't intending to salvage that entire station, but we did get, obviously a lot of it's already been processed. Where are we? Yeah, so all the usual stuff. Refinery is already onto it. Yeah, don't know. If we had it, it's probably already processed it. I don't know, but ammo wise, we did get 20 cases and a few assorted tools, I'm guessing. Nothing particularly to write home about, but we got lots and lots of different tools anyway. And it looks like a Reaver invader has decided to join us, so let us be on our way. And we can switch you off and get some speed back up again. I've locked the gyro, so I don't have to worry too much about that. We should be pretty much always facing the same direction. I mean, I know sometimes I wander off a little bit, but yeah, we're pretty okay there. I don't know if that home marker is on this side of the planet or the far side of the planet, so I figured we'd just try and get to a point above it, whatever that takes. Anyhow, guys, I really think we've got quite a lot done in this episode, and I'm going to have to call it a day there. So let me just go down back the quick way. Yeah, so we've started a little rover. I'll finish off the other side, the greebling, but I think probably that will be a functional. I'm a bit worried about the short wheelbase. It is very, very short. But then it was only ever meant to be like a dune buggy type thing, so yeah, we'll see how that goes. So I'll finish this off, we'll get some lights on, and there we go. Yeah, we'll see where we go from there. Right, let me stand here like so, and then you can get a good shot of me with my lights on. There's not really much light here, is there? Yeah, so there we go. Thank you very much for joining me, and made quite a lot of progress. We got the ramp done, the doors sorted, the well, buggy. We could do with a name for it, really, couldn't we? Just buggy. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Take care, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye now.
In this endless search, salvage and survive. We build what I can. Hope is all I've got in the silent land. Hope is all I've got in the silent